Hello, this is a video stream of consciousness offered in the early autumn in the era of COVID-19. May it be the only autumn ever in that era. A native Indian proverb says, "Tell me the facts and I'll learn, tell me the truth and I'll believe, but tell me a story and it will live forever." I used to tell stories in my classes, but students didn't like that, according to ratemyprofessor.com, and so now in the classroom I tell them the facts and I tell them the truth only. But Linda asked me for some input, and I'm using that as an invitation to tell you a story. So you see, I was invited, and so this is Linda's fault. Once upon a time. There always have been, and always will be, buzzwords. A word or phrase, often an item of jargon that is fashionable at a particular time or in a particular context. When I was young and working at Bell Laboratories, there was such a word, and the word back in the day was synergy, the interaction of two or more agents or forces, so that the combined effect is greater than the sum of their individual effects. Now, back in the day, also, I have to say this was proclaimed way more than actually observed, but I have observed this in my interactions with the Learning Commons team. Students are always front and center, as they are in this picture, but there is much going on to help the students, from Boilermaker Ann at the front desk to Cub Fan and Poet Maven, Sandy, who runs the tutoring shop, behind the scenes, but very important, Jane Schubert and Diane, and certainly Angel way over here, and Fran, and I'm probably forgetting a whole bunch of people. But it is a team approach. And I have benefited, and I think there's synergy that happens in the math assistance area. I have learned more in the math assistance area from interacting with the students and listening to some of the very experienced people who work there than I've learned in my time in the classroom. It is a genuine synergy. I've also benefited from having many students support me in a variety of ways. This particular picture is a live shot, and Anna is serving as the supplemental instruction leader at the time. And she's directing the effort of Hunter. He was a Brit, who is one of my students. Actually, he studied with me more than once at the board, and notably, Joya, then newbie, is also in this picture, and Joya pioneered with me support in the computer-based learning classrooms, and so a lot of fond memories here. I often point to this as being truly emblematic of how Tutor should work, because Anna is not doing the work, she's having Hunter do it and directing his efforts. I've worked with many of the tutors, but two more bear special mention, I suppose. I've worked much with Jesse Hayes-Carver over the years. We are veterans of many campaigns together across many different courses, even going back to doing 0485 together. He does aim to be a math teacher, and this was something that I increased, because now where he is at in his math study, he's already a mathematician. I did pick this picture because you see that Jesse is being embraced by someone, and I think that is one of Jesse's big qualities, is he is embraceable by a large cross-section of students. Even more than Jesse, I think, by count, I've worked with Linda Shaw, and most notably probably in the 11 20 classroom. That's math for ultrasound. And again, note that Linda is being embraced, and Linda is prized by those students who sometimes come in somewhat ill-prepared. She has standout credentials, and she is a mathematician as well. But I guess I'm going to just say another word about her in relationship to how she has been for me. When I worked in industry, the best boss I ever had was a guy by the name of Joel Engel. And Joel told me, a good colleague is someone who does good work, supports you, and does what you ask them to do. He said, an exemplary colleague is one who not only does all of that, but sometimes they will bring you something and give you something and say, you're going to need this. They go beyond. And Linda has done that several times in our interactions, and I've benefited greatly. There is genuine synergy when I'm working in a classroom with Linda. Okay, so with apologies to Arthur O'Shaughnessy, to my Learning Commons mates, you are the music makers, and you are the dreamer of dreams, genuine movers and shakers of COD forever, it seems. And although the story is still being written, I hope you all live happily ever after. Thank you. Take care.